Hey guys, and welcome back to this update about the Retina 5K 2014, late 2014. Spoiler alert, the GPU performance is indeed really nice, better than I was expecting, as you can see here on the screen. So if this is a subject that matters to you, stay tuned to see the news that I have, if it will help or not on your decision. Okay, and welcome back. So as you could see on the spoiler alert that I put on screen about the GPU performance, it really doesn't tell us much if we don't compare that result to other results that I have. And before I begin, I would like to give a huge thanks to Joaquin from Norway. Hey Joaquin, if you're watching this, thanks for your time making the test. His name is Joaquin, but also known as Imac Retina in the Mac Rumors forum. He was one of the first guys to post a message. So Joaquin, once again, thank you a lot for this test. Really helped me to understand where's the level of the new AMD GPU, in this case the M295X, yeah. And let's take a look here at the screen. And before you ask me what's on the screen, yes, this is my PC running Yosemite, but that's going to be another topic. So let's go here to Mac Rumors forum, which, by the way, it's one of the places that I like to read. I've mentioned this before, Mac Rumors forum and Tom's Hardware. And as you can see, the thread that I started, which was about the GPU performance, had a lot of talking here, about 507 replies and almost 70,000 views. And back then, this was on October 18, so it was 2 days after the release of iMac. It was only one performance available on the net, which was on Novabench, and to be honest, I don't use Novabench, so I was lost, and I just asked the community for help, and here is Imac Retina, which was the first person to reply, and then at the end he gave me the benchmark for the particular test that I was requiring, which was about Apple Motion 5. And Apple Motion 5 really pushes the GPU. So right now I'm going to put the screen of the iMac Retina 5K doing this benchmark of one of my templates, which is real work. No, it's not a synthetic benchmark. And as you can see, the minutes there. And I'm also going to put right now something that is a little bit off topic, but I'm going to put, which is the PC running Yosemite OS 10.10, and so you can see the difference between one and the other, and this will be useful for in a couple of minutes when I talk about the Hackintosh. So let's return here to the screen, and let me open up this Keynote here, which is updated with the values. Now I've got comparisons on this particular template, which is a template, if you watched my previous videos where I reviewed the Mac Mini late 2012, and then I reviewed the Macbook Pro late 2013, iMac late 2014 21-inch with Irish Pro graphics. Well, you can browse the channel and see all that, but you will have a lot of machines here. The new ones added were this Hackintosh. This was not meant to happen, but I will explain in a later video what is this about. And then we've got the Retina iMac with M295X and the i7 CPU. Let's take a look at these numbers here, 8 minutes and 44, and especially comparing with, let's forget the Hackintosh for now, and let's compare it to the iMac 27-inch 2014. This has the 780M GTX NVIDIA 780M, 12 minutes and 5, and we've got the new Mac Pro here, late 2013 with 6 cores, dual D700s with 64 gigabytes. So if we see the difference here from the 6 minutes of the new Mac Pro with D700s and the Retina iMac with the 295X, it's a very close timing. If we compare the machine that it's here regarding price to this machine here, which this we can take a look at the website, but I guess it's somewhere around the double regarding price. So 6 cores, and I'm not going to put the RAM because you can put it yourself. Apple charges a lot, but if we put the dual GPUs, and let's say that we spend 500 euros to place 64 gigabytes of RAM, so we are talking about 5,000 euros for that particular model of new Mac Pro against 3,200 euros roughly. So we're talking about less 2,000 euros. And when we look at the scores for this particular template, and by the way, before I forget, let me post the screen here, and this is more a reminder for myself than for you, where you can see that it's intensive on the GPU. I took a screenshot to save that. So as you can see, there's a lot of going on the GPU side. So comparing that and comparing the iMac with the dual D700s, we see a little difference here of 2 minutes and 44 seconds. And as you can see, this new iMac compared to the late 2013, for these applications, games is a different story, and I'll try to talk a little bit about that as well. But for this particular test, and this will repercute on Final Cut Pro 10 as well, when you use, especially when you use effects that will crank up the GPU, you will see a nice performance here. So we are talking about 4 minutes, more or less, 4 minutes from one to another. And if you look at the Mac Mini late 2012, we were almost at 1 hour rendering this same template, which, by the way, if you browse my channel, you'll find that template. I can post a small preview here just for you to check it out. So about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, and that's enough if you want to see more about the template that it is. But this, when Joaquin sent me this result here, I was really impressed that the timing was very close to the D700. And this tells me something, that if there's a huge difference between the D700s and the D300, at least in price, it is 1,000 euros difference. If you want to upgrade to D500, you will pay 500 euros more or 400 euros more, and then if you want to upgrade to D700s, you will pay 1,000 euros more than the D300s. Honestly, I didn't have the chance to meet anyone with the D300s or the D500s that took this test, but I have to guess that there is a difference, and a big difference between D700 and D300. So having that in mind, I almost bet, and I cannot be sure because only doing the test, but I almost bet that you will have better performance on the Retina iMac GPU-wise, than you will have on the new Mac Pro with the dual D300s, and I suspect that this value will be very close, if not above, of the dual D500s, which makes this machine great. Now, if you are looking, and I'm going to take this right off the way, if you are looking to buy a new machine If you ask me my opinion on the Retina iMac, I would say yes, if you are going to work with video, or if you are going to work with photos, yes. If you are going to work to use it as a gaming machine, that I wouldn't advise, just because if you follow Mac Rumors forum, you will see that there are a lot of people, well, not a lot, but a few, not very happy, even playing on lower resolutions, having problems with throttling on the GPU, making the GPU, because of the heat, making the GPU performance goes worse. And that's not a really nice thing. So you might want to pay attention for that. I cannot show you that because I don't have the Retina 5K yet, and probably not going to get it. And I will explain in a minute. So I would advise, yeah, for photography work, for video work, it's great, especially if you don't have a setup like mine. I'm using 3 screens. I'm very used to this setup, and if I bought the 5K, I would place it here, replacing my Asus monitor, because I'm very used, and I'll show you how I work with that. I'm very used to working with 3 displays. So even if the 5K would give me more real estate than I have here on these 3 displays, on a single 27, my workflow, I'm so used to it that I wouldn't change my workflow. But trying not to lose the momentum, I would advise that for gamings, be careful, read, watch the reviews, wait a little bit more time. There is happening some glitches on the screen side as well. Nobody's sure if it's software or if it's hardware, but there is heat issues. One thing that the new Mac Pro will be a beast compared to the Retina iMac is this capability. It will not throttle in long periods of rendering. So if you are going to work with 4K videos, you will not, even if you have the same performance on the GPU than dual D500s, you will not get in the long run the same performance as the new Mac Pro, because the new Mac Pro will not throttle down. It will just keep on working and keep on working. That's a big horse, big horse of work. So Retina 5K will have this con, which is the way that it's built. It's not the most friendly heat dissipating, and for what I've seen, the AMD GPU, it's a bit hot as well compared to other options that we had on the market. Yeah, no 980M, still have hopes for it, but not on this model anymore. So for me, I will explain you here on the screen. I will take this Motion 5 rendering times, which was my concern, and to be honest, I was really on the fence if I would got it or not. As I said, if it was the 980M, mine was ordered on the night that it was announced. I waited, and then this solution that I have here, which I will talk on another video, will allow me to wait. And as I have another Mac here, so if you need it, if you really need it, get it. If you can wait, yeah, no point. If you have a late 2013 full spec'd out iMac, I wouldn't throw it away just right now. I would wait and still see what comes on the next revision, or, well, you can wait. It's not a huge impact. On the screen, yeah, it is gorgeous, it's beautiful. For what I've seen on the reviews and read, everybody says that the text is really clear, everything is clear, which helps our eyes. Our eyes are not getting any younger, but yeah, if you can wait, wait. If not, just grab it. You're gonna get really nice performance, except on that issue that we already talked about regarding gaming. So let's take this out of the screen, because we're probably not going to need it anymore. What I'm going to show you is, if I open Premiere, and this is one of the reasons that I can wait for the next revision, and to see what they're going to do with the model without the Retina, because that will be enough for me, to be honest. I have to be honest with myself and being honest with you as well. So the workflow that I do, and let me see if you can, sorry about this, okay, so when I'm editing in Premiere, usually on Windows, But when I'm editing on Premiere, I always use two screens, one to work with my effects and whatnot, and then another screen where I have a full resolution preview on 180p. I don't work with higher videos than 180p. Don't have the need for it yet. We don't know in the future, but don't have the need for it. So this works fine. The Retina 5K here wouldn't bring anything new to me or anything that I needed regarding the resolution. Would bring, yes, the clarity and the everything more detailed, yeah. But regarding the workflow, it wouldn't. So this is the way I work with Premiere. If I go to, let me open here, Final Cut Pro, my workflow is basically the same. What I do is full screen on my left hand side, and I work on the middle, and you can see there on the video. And when I have to make a preview, I just preview it on my left, and I've got my right. Let me stop this and close Final Cut. You've got the idea. By the way, I had one of these questions in one of the videos, I can't recall it. If you could work with Final Cut Pro in two monitors, yes you can, and Premiere and almost every software. So for me, I didn't bought it for mainly these two reasons. One, Hackintosh, which will be the next video, which I'm not a fan, but really surprised how this thing is working great, and well, doesn't matter for now. And the other is I don't really need that display right now, so all the issues that I'm seeing, all the pros, all the cons, I will be close to the news. I will see it, how it develops, and maybe if they give a refresh on the non-Retina with nice specs, I'll go for it. If they don't, let's see what they do with the Retina for the next year. So, but I can wait. If you cannot wait, if you have to decide, if you don't have any Mac, you want to jump in, Retina 5K, it's great. For me, I don't game at all, so it doesn't matter. If you are a gamer, check out the Mac rumors, involve with the community, ask your questions to the guys that really have the Retina iMac. Watch the performance that they are doing, performance tests on gaming, and they will give you clearer performance tests on these games. So that being said, guys, what else did I wanted to show you in this video? I think that it is, yeah. You saw the differences. One more time, this really impresses me. This timing, 8 minutes and 44 compared to the top new Mac Pro, it's really great. So my final opinion, and as a conclusion, it is in fact a great machine regarding specs. The CPU was great, there was no surprise there. The GPU, I didn't know, I was lost on the night of the announcement. I was lost, not the night, it was morning there in Cupertino, it was almost night here. I was lost there because usually I don't follow AMD, so well. Now that I see what it's capable of, I'm really happy with it. You can bet that for Apple Motion 5, Final Cut Pro, and software that takes advantage of OpenCL and advantage of all these capabilities of the AMD GPUs, it will be great. So thumbs up for that. Cons to have in mind, research the heat problems that some users are having, others don't. It will very much depend on your usage. If you are using just for edit photography, for example, you will be more than fine, you will have a great display. If you are editing video, I believe if it's not 4K, really high-end videos, you will be okay, no heat issues. On the gaming side, although I find that it's max for gaming, well, I'm not even going to say my opinion, but I'm not a gamer, so I will not touch that point again. Once again, guys, I will want to appreciate one more time all the guys that posted, and 507 replies here. And if some of you replied, thanks for that, and thanks for all the discussion that we had there. At some point, I stepped back a little bit of the thread. As you know, in every forum about anything, there are some trolling, and then there are discussions and blah 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 blah. But that's the, well, it happens. So I would like to thank once again Joaquin, if you're watching the video. Thank you very much for taking the time. I really hope you enjoy your iMac. I know you just received it about 1 week and a half or 2 weeks later, because in Norway is not the favorite. It's not the favorite number. It's not as quick as other places on the globe to deliver. So I really hope that you are enjoying your iMac. And for all of you guys that have been watching the channel and following the channel, if this video is helpful of some way or not, just thumbs up. If not, then thumbs down. That's the way it goes. Any question, any comments, I try to answer all of them. If I miss one, I'm really sorry about that. That's the way it goes. Now, about the Retina iMac, for me, this is it. So just a spoiler alert for the next video that I will try to record right now. I'm running here a Hackintosh. I'm really not a fan of this, but well, it's working, and that really surprised me, because this is my third attempt on the Hackintosh. No changes on the hardware. I didn't spend anything. So what I have here, it says it's an iMac 2013, CPU. I have an i7 4770K, 32 gigabytes of RAM, NVIDIA. Yosemite, and the NVIDIA GTX 760, which, well, so this is working fine. I've been testing for quite a while, and maybe cannot be for sure now, because I'm afraid to say it does, but maybe it's gonna perform well, and to wait until comes a system that well, that it's more tested than the Retina iMac right now. And well, let's see, guys. Once again, I talk a lot. But well, this is the way I do. 22 minutes and almost 23 minutes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for that like button, which really helps us to keep motivating and making these videos to the community, which we always get back some feedback and things like that. So guys, thanks for watching. And if you are interested in Hackintosh, try to see the next video, which might be interesting for some of you. I don't know, depending on your hardware, I think it will be interesting. So once again, bye bye. My name is Roberto George, and see you on the next one.